choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Chaw, Zero-G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through your day.
Okay.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
How do I know who's yelling about shit?
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries and sometimes their names. Welcome
sometimes
to
their
the Name
names.
Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger?
Okay.
Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind? You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions.
Any word about the situation up north? Anything someone headed that way should avoid?
Tell you one thing you can't avoid. The bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it.
Anything you can tell me about the people who are running this town?
Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption.
I had so many questions, and now I feel like I know everything.
My pleasure. Got anything for me in return?
That rift is going to swallow the entire colony soon if we don't do something.
Of course I know that. We all do. Just trying to make some bits while I can, you know? Besides, some say it's decades away. Why fret unduly today? Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur.
The Name Pending Saloon. You haven't named this place yet?
That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders?
Sure, what have you got so far?
At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
Absinthe-Minded.
Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan.
Tell me truthfully, you don't really have a 19-point plan, do you?
Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for
She
anything
looks
going
like an
wrong,
actress
whether
I know.
It's my fault or some foul up from the local head office. But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare.
Open minute, I could really use
Pick
a
your
drink.
poison, and I am mostly not being literal there.
Okay.
finally find a way to get ahead. And
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers?
My last mission left me space and rift. Left a rift in space and cast me floating adrift in the void for a decade.
So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out.
And just what is it you needed help with?
It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield?
The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
I actually do a pretty convincing impression of a raptidon mating call. Wants to hear?
Not particularly. Already have plenty of nightmares about them critters. Just thinking about them scrambles my gray matter. I can't imagine setting foot in Spire Grove, even though it might mean losing a chance to acquire the prize of a lifetime. You see, my partner there unearthed an unexploited protectorate technology. Wouldn't go into details, but promised it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens. I lay my
you do
hands
is
on
sell
something
it?
like that, turn it over to management. I'd start climbing the rungs of the corporate ladder right quick.
Right quick.
Soon, I'd have all the considerable perks of someone responsible for a hit new product line. Bigger salary, name recognition, reserved seating in the company restroom, the works.
Reserves. You're in quite a bind. We could probably work out some solution.
Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's Choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later.
Well, okay then.
Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
What's the fastest way to Spire Grove?
Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow.
What exactly are these schematics for, anyway?
Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything.
And
If
yeah, I
Jackson's
finished it
all
up, Pete.
fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure. All right, then. Don't let me keep you.
Quest journal shows information on active and completed quests. Here you can view details and change your currency your currently activated well, I can't read. Let's go do this. Thick grass hides you from hostiles in the area, making them unable to see you from a distance. Use it to sneak by safely or to get the drop on them. How you doing, Pete? You silly bitch.
Might I have a word, Commander?
What do you want, dude?
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn, but void it. I'm just gonna ask. You remember that doctor I mentioned? One saved my life after Horizon Point? Well, I've heard he's here on the island, holed up somewhere on the outskirts of Westport. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. Oh, legs bother me a bit, but no more than usual. Anyway, that's not the reason I'm asking the visit. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team...
Sounds like you, Pete.
This might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while.
Okay. What happened between you two?
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate
yes,
catch wind
Pete.
of an Earth
Come get it.
agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
Sounds like he put you in a tough spot.
Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther. Hit the protectorate weird hurt. But I still had my cover to think of too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission.
What mission? Horizon Point was a bust.
All the more reason the Earth Directorate needed someone in the system keeping an eye on things. Luckily, Val and I survived.
You should have known better than to team up with a civilian in the first place.
I'll remember that the next time I get stranded in an autocratic colony after losing a few limbs. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
No good deed goes unpunished. You should have learned that by now.
Figure you say as much, but I'll admit, after 10 years in this colony, it's getting harder to argue an opposing view. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent.
Remind me again what mental refreshment is?
If the Protectorate suspects someone of having an independent thought, they subject them to some kind of chemical brainwashing. And these folks who get refreshed, they come out less themselves than before. More agreeable-like. That's if their mind ain't destroyed altogether. I don't know how it affected Zeb, but it's high past time I found out.
Be straight with me, Niles. What are you hoping to get out of seeing him?
If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding
That's your fault, Pete.
Well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before.
No time like the present to make up for your past mistakes. Let's go see your friend.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Oh, it's those things. Okay.
No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander?
I can't get him to come do this? I guess we're going the long way.
Ain't recharged.
Okay, I guess we're going around the long way. Pete, 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 Pete. I was trying to sneak up on him, but like, turn around. Who's seeing me? Pay, 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 pay. So Pete, I have to ask you, how much are you working on Saturdays and you slacking off during the week? You slacker. Slacker. Oh, you have a side gig. I didn't know that. Shit, there's a lot of them. I mean, but you also are a slacker. Yeah, it's a triple shotgun. Xyranium is a dangerous hazard that's found throughout Arcadia, powering the Protectorate's auto mechs. Standing in Xyranium poisons you, lowering your maximum toxicity. Too much Xyranium poisoning you can prove fatal. Visit a doctor or auto doctor to remove any accumulated Xyranium poisoning. Warning: some Xyranium clouds are denser than others, increasing the rate the poisoning is applied.
Entering a conference. Agent vitals have fallen below acceptable parameters.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Is there more? Oh no, okay. Fucking magnets, how do they work? Oh shit, triple rainbow. Triple rainbow all the way. Any more lock picking skills? Whee! Dude, I heard the campaign is like really multiplayer bullshit, and I was reading Steam reviews, and people are not very happy with it. It sounds like. I used to buy the games just to play the single players for a while, and then I haven't done that in a while.
Engaging hostile life forms.
It's hard to stealth in these big open fields, man. That's pretty stupid. I played a lot of Call of Duty in like the Xbox 360 era. Like I would take days off to play the new games and yell like a maniac. IGN or someone I was looking at the review said like the game's only like the campaign's only like 5 hours long anyways, but yeah. What the fuck was that? Been a week since I said goodbye to who I used to be. I hate
No,
what
Jackson,
this
don't!
did to me.
Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly!
Jackson, you're too young to be a crater in the dirt.
It wasn't the fall that killed him. It was the sudden stop at the end.
Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
Oh, was it a Morrowind thing?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall?
Yeah, I don't think so. Why would anyone attempt to jump like that in the first place?
He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens.
This is Jackson. Too bad. His business partner in Fairfield's going to be very upset.
Not nearly as upset as we are. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears.
That's the story you're going with? Half your coworkers just mysteriously jumped?
I admit it looks bad, but please don't tell me you're filing a complaint. I didn't ask for these Protectorate sods. They were assigned to me.
That's unnecessarily hurtful. But I understand why you're lashing out.
They were both Protectorate. They were both Protectorate before joining Auntie's Choice. Is that why they jumped?
No. I mean, yes. Well, maybe. Probably. I'm fairly sure Jackson thought the boots would work. A mistake likely inspired by misbegotten faith in his old way of life. But Ida... I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize.
If I were you, I'd be much more concerned about with how you're climbing down.
There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
And why should I go to the trouble of helping you?
What? It's your duty as a subject to...
No, Liza, remember, you're not Protectorate anymore. So, what have we talked about? A duties only.
Discharged if the disbursement is dutifully deserving. Right. Sorry, I'm just a little flummoxed by being stranded up here.
So, bits, stranger. We'll give you bits if you get us down before we starve.
All right, that's what I wanted to hear. How exactly do I get this done?
Poor Jackson wasn't raised in the Protectorate with a mind for science, and mistakenly thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So he jumped the opposite way I told him. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before, but the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when
Get
you're
your hand out
already
your butt,
airbound,
dude.
they could give you a fair
Stop
bit of
flinging
extra
poo at
boost.
me.
It should let you
Thank
take a
you,
quick
Pete.
hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
All right, I'm in.
Thank the sovereign. Thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation.
The Pale Plasmatic Augmented Leap Enhancer is a fantastic invention that allows one to reach new heights. They are automatically equipped and allow you to jump a second time while already in the air. After jumping or falling, jump again to activate the thrusters. So we get double jump. Okay. So we still have to get out there, though. Where the fuck were they? God damn it. Does anybody else ever do that and realize they're doing it? Like, I feel like I do that when I play racing games and shit too, where I feel like I'm leaning and shit. Amongst the various crops the Sovereign has discovered and eaten, few have had as sweet an impact on the proctor as these densely fibrous, extraordinarily oily, stupefyingly acidic kernel clusters. Originally dubbed sulfur seeds after their dreadful, abominably noxious effects, were responsible for several grisly and, dare I say, grotesquely messy deaths in the early days of the colony. Their name was revised upon the discovery of their myriad textile uses, and their value to the protectorate was devised. With fibers that can be ground into solvent-resistant adhesive tar, juice that requires minimal processing to become highly indelible ink, and a naturally occurring pH of near zero, the potential use for sweet berries are still being discovered. The next evolution of this research should focus on uses for the highly viscous lubricant that literally drips from each berry and is potential as a non-absorbent gastrointestinal unguent. That's a word. So is there like someone to fix this or what? How do I get up there? There you go.
Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rotumulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
Where's that stupid thing at then? Okay. Give them bits. I'm a bit. I'm a lover. I'm a...
That's it? It was that easy? That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose.
Now, let's see about bailing you out, shall we?
Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards.
Oh, that was her body. Crunching away, man. Let's just keep stealing things because I want to, because I'm a bad girl. Unlike Pickles, who was a good girl. Good girl, Pickles.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
Which reminds me, I've been rethinking our deal. You should pay me extra.
What do you mean? You're already getting our urgently improvised extortive rate. Fair enough, stranger. What with the day's festivities, I imagine all our cerebellums are mighty strained. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
Okay, and character. Oh, I level. Oh, I have a skill point. Okay. What do I want to put points in? Okay. More speech. Okay. Let's go. Have fun, Pete. Dungeon Crawler Carl, that's all that matters, Pete. Dungeon Crawler Carl. Oh. I'm not streaming much longer anyways, Pete, so I love your face, buddy.
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spritz.
Knock off the funny business.
Don't go into that. I've been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news.
I got the schematics, but your business partner, I'm afraid he didn't make it.
Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion.
Enough yelling, where's my money?
Oh, don't worry, you'll get your bits. But first, I've got to salvage something from this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable?
Me? No. No, nothing at all.
If I only had something, anything else to provide management, my sad, sorry fate might have been somehow averted. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Okay. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go into journal, quests. Okay, let's do this. How?
Awaiting orders. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Paradise Island is a sparsely populated landmass located off the west coast of Eden's primary continent. The island is host to idyllic coastlines, verdant.
Okay, let's go do this then.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzles.
Wee.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifolds. Corporate folks do all the hard work instead of letting
Wee.
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go find his old buddy, and I'll probably wrap up the stream. Okay, go get ready to go see the Running Man.
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
We've talked about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information in front of others.
If oral capsules are not your preferred delivery method, suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right. I'll take the damn supplements. But
I'll shove them up your ass if you don't want to do it.
I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
Something's fucking wrong with me.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported.
Talk is cheap, but my time is not. Hold that thought.
So yeah. Okay, I don't care about this, let's be honest. Okay.
Be advised. Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in your guard. A stealthy approach is suggested.
These are bad guys? Okay.
I still can't reckon how Slauson got kicked up the ladder before I did. All I get is more tasks, more pressure. No fancy new designation. No spread fucking raise.
Danger. Stranger ahead.
Enemies with skulls next to their health bars are dangerous, signifying they might be too under-leveled to fight them. If you're having trouble overcoming them, try gaining a few levels before coming back. Okay. Run away!
Snooping about one workplace.
Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Whee!
Engaging.
Really? Like giant crabs?
Watch where you point that thing.
Okay, inventory. I died. Okay. The fuck is that? How many more of these are there, man? Okay. Just stealing everything from everyone because I'm a former criminal. I mean, yes, you're correct, Pickles, but that's not the detail I was referring to. Damn it, Pickles! Pickles, get your shit together, Pickles. Get your shit together, Pickles! I mean to do that. Fuck.
Can't just shoot in the thin air.
Engaging hostile life forms.
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb.
You look... Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been
I don't
gone
know, Pitsy, if I know the name.
4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you?
What's up,
Head all
buddy?
Cleared? I must say, you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
And you wonder why you're kind of an ass.
Hang fire, Commander. Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
Let Niles respond.
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't had time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught.
I haven't seen
Sarah and March
Oppenheimer.
are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
Maybe you'd like to rethink Niles' offer to help.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives.
I've seen Barbie, yes.
I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
What was the info they passed along?
It has to do with the location of a vault rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements, including its skip drive designs. That's all I'll say for now.
If I'm in, if Niles is.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I haven't found a way to the Vox station yet, so it might take a while.
But let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the console.
I have some questions before I go. I'll be quick.
I'll answer what I can.
How did a doctor end up turning rebel fighter?
If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct, and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once
God
I
damn it,
into what
Pickles.
had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering
She got stuck in the
resentment
washing
became full
machine,
conflagration.
Pickles. About your stint in mental refreshment.
Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds.
What can you tell me about your neighbors?
The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here, and I feel kindly toward them.
By neighbors, I was referring to the Westport.
Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Thanks, that's all I need for now.